What I have done is sent out an email to all of my subscribers and asked them, what is one question that you would like to ask me about building an app for your business? And I got a ton. And mostly because I also shared this question on socials. But today I'm going to just go through the most important, pick the most important picked 20 questions, and I'm just going to answer them. I do have some notes also for those questions, but I'm just going to go through them one by one. If you want me to build your business app, go ahead and check out the link also over here and in the description. Yeah, let's just chat. So what I have prepared here is with style. I'm just going to go with my Xcode IDE, and I'm just going to go through the questions I have prepared here. Just a mini app for, just for our entertainment. And it has all of these 20 questions that we handpicked. Okay, first one. Do SMBs really need an app in 2026? And we are in 2025, but we're just going for the future. Sarah asked this really important question. And my answer to that is yes. Customers prefer mobile over web. And why mobile over app? Well, apps drive repeat sales. That's what you want to have, not just a one-time purchase on your website. You want repeat sales, and mobile applications, most specifically iOS apps on iPhone devices, drive repeat businesses. So you can have push notifications, a loyalty inside your app, and that goes for direct revenue, repeated and direct revenue. Actually, owning an app on the App Store is not a luxury anymore. It is a competitive edge. Okay, let's move on to our next one. How do you handle scalability if my business grows? Now, if you already have an app built by myself, think of it like this. We have built these apps kind of like Lego blocks. We have this whole architecture. There we have authentication, store, products, profile, feed. All of these are just going to build in. And if you want to add another one, then you just tell me, and we are just going to add new features. That means that we are adding new blocks without rebuilding. It's a really clean architecture with Swift package. If you're interested, I can go into the details. Again, the link is down in the description. And this means that your app grows as your business grows. What's the biggest mistake SMBs make before building an app? Monica asked. This is an all-time favorite of mine. They try to build too much. You want to have an MVP and then test it out. Return on investment comes not on 10 features, it just goes on 3 features. You want to nail it down. What's most important to you? Is it bookings? Is it repeat purchases? Is it a loyalty program? And then we're going to focus on those only. Scale small now, scale later. Okay. Why native over no code or web apps? Now, don't get me started over there, Jason. Native apps, they are faster, smoother, more reliable. Also, there's a higher engagement rate. People tend to stay more inside a native app than just a web app. It feels different. Native apps stick. Priya asks, how long does it take to build an app from scratch? Now, this is where my signature product comes in. One app in 4 weeks. Let me break it down for you. Week 1, we do the blueprint and the design. Week 2, we add in the core features. Remember the Lego blocks? We add them in, one feature at a time. Week 3, we integrate all of our APIs if needed, backend, all of that stuff. and then we polish. Week 4, we test, iterate, and submit to the App Store. So 4 weeks, you have your app on the App Store. What's the best architecture for SwiftUI production apps today? Now, this is kind of a coding question from Marco. Let me just tackle that. As you can see, we already are in Xcode, so I'm really, really familiar and accustomed to these types of questions. Usually it's MVVM. These are basically a smaller type size. It's not like Facebook or Instagram. It's not that big of an app. So I would prefer MVVM. It's modular, it's isolated, and also Swift concurrency. I am in love with async await. And with those building blocks that I was talking about earlier, you want to have each feature in a Swift package. Clean, scalable, and future-proof. How does an app actually increase my revenue, Julie asks. Now, that is a good question. It increases repeat purchases. The whole point of having an app on your customers' devices is that they keep on coming back. So we have this really nice retention. They have your app on their phone. You have push notifications. They open up their app. They are collecting points, all of that loyalty stuff. And also you want to have push notifications. That's really, really crucial. That is a reliable revenue stream. So basically, one of my key points when I talk about revenue increase is that your own branded app cuts out the middleman. Yuki asks, SwiftUI or UIKit in 2026? What's your take? Well, my take is that SwiftUI is mature. Like, you could just go and build from scratch a SwiftUI app and it will work seamlessly. Like 95% of the use cases, SwiftUI can handle it. UIKit in rare cases. So that's why I'm just all in for SwiftUI. It's speed and lower maintenance. Greg asks, is app maintenance expensive? Yeah, coming back to maintenance and is it expensive? It's very low in my case because we are working on these modular stuff. So if you want to add in some extra stuff, let's say you want to add in a chat functionality. Well, we just add that module in and that's it. It's not going to break anything. We don't have to build our app from scratch, from ground up. If you want to remove some stuff, as simple as just removing that module. And you can just update, every few months if you want to. Also, we are having these maintenance updates, so that's free. It's native, so it's really bug free. It's they will just have fewer long-term issues. Okay. What tools do you use to test and release? Well, the basic tools, what Apple suggests and recommends. We are using TestFly for beta testing. Here, as you can see, we have Xcode previews for building quickly out our UIs. And of course, we use App Store Connect for releasing your app. Why add an app when I already have a website? Marcus asked. Now, I get this quite a lot. Websites capture first-time customers. Apps capture repeat customers. There's a huge difference in here. And you most probably already know that retaining the customer that he's already purchased or made a commitment to your brand, it's much, much cheaper than just acquiring a new one and a new one and a new one. And websites tend to go for only the first time purchasers. They just forget about your website. But if you have an app on their devices, they are going to become repeated customers with the loyalty system built in, So with loyalty and push notifications and reward systems, you have that returning customer. That's a huge advantage of an app on their device. How do you keep apps simple and easy to use? Well, with hundreds of apps built, we are going a zero learning curve UI. So it's as simple as opening the app and whatever your main feature is, like booking or repeated sales or making sure that your customer is loyal, that is the first screen that they are going to be greeted. Navigation, simple to use, no sketchy deep dives into those screens. Profile is simple and engaging. So, if it's easy, it is going to be make retention rates going to make higher. Therefore, revenue is going to be much, much higher. Thank you, Nina, for that question. Can you integrate loyalty, subscriptions, bookings, and payments? Anthony is asking. Indeed, yes. So that's the whole purpose of having a business app. You want to have loyalty for your brand, and that needs to be baked into your application. Then depends. If you want subscriptions, yes. If you want bookings, yes. If you want just simple payments, yes, that's also available. So making sure that your app sticks and then making sure your app converts customers into loyal fans. Best way to structure async code in Swift? Liam asked. Again, a coding question. Yeah, it's structured concurrency. Just use async await whenever possible. If you are using completion handlers, there's an easy way to just move from completion handlers to async await. It's one single source of truth, simple and predictable. Yes, please use async await in your Swift projects. Which SMBs benefit the most from an app? Well, as of my experience, cafes, studios, salons, hospitality, some local retail, it depends. Any business that needs repeat customers. So that's what you need to think about. Is your business selling over and over and over again to the same customer? If it does, then an iOS app on their phone is the best thing that you can have for retention. Thank you, Fair. What's the hardest part about building apps quickly? Ben asks. Well, as of my experience, you need to have quality at speed. So, as you already know, I can build an app for your business in 4 weeks. I detailed that earlier in another question. But it's not just about speed, it's most importantly about quality. This has been solved like 80% by having those building blocks. So if you want to have subscriptions, we're just going to drop it in. If you want to have authentication, we just drop it in. Push notifications, drop it in. It's much, much simpler to have this quality with speed. And I tend to hate shortcuts. So whenever I build these building blocks, they are fully featured. So I don't have to do that again. Right. How do you keep crash rates low? Well, strong architecture. Defensive coding, so I always go for the edge cases first. Test flight, we are constantly testing our building blocks and our customer acts through test flight. And minimal dependencies, so everything we build is going to be built in-house. Well, not everything, but most of the stuff is built in-house, so we don't have any dependencies from outside factors. Omar is asking, is building an app risky for an SMB? Not, but with proper scope. You need to know what your focus is, what you want to have from an app. Is it repeat sales? Is it returning customers? Is it notoriety? Is it top of mind? You want to have a clear goal. And then, we can just focus that one goal into revenue producing features. Also, if I want to drop this in, I'll always have a fixed price, and we guarantee that the app is going to be live on the App Store. What's your App Store submission workflow? Good follow-up question from Hannah. Uh, we code and then we go for test flight. We get feedback from the customer too. And if everything goes okay, this is on week 4, by the way, we go for approval and then just upload the final build and then a few test flights and then we submit. It's very predictable. Most of our apps get approved on the first try. Okay. Will I be logged out or will I be logged into you as the developer? Now, this is a tricky question because, I was talking about having these building blocks and all of that stuff. No, you are not going to be logged into our ecosystem. Everything is built natively. So if you decide that you want to move your code base onto another developer, it's just native. They will be able to simply just read it and just go from there. Everything is written in a senior manner. We have proper documentation. So no, you are not going to be locked in. But anyways, once you get accustomed to our workflow, most probably you are not going to leave. And those were the 20 questions that we highlighted in this live. If you like these types of Q&A, go ahead and give it a like. If I'm going to get 50 likes on this particular video, I'm going to do another one. And if you're interested as a small business owner, you can just go ahead and click the link in the description, what you can see over here. And let's just talk. Let's see what I can build out for you.